Hey everybody, I'm coming back to you with another dream that I had. This one just as crazy and insane, but not such a good dream. It actually really kind of scared me and rattled me. I had a hard time going back to sleep afterwards. But I am a huge Ghost Adventures fan, and before I go to bed every night, I will sit and watch Ghost Adventures, and I'll usually take out 3 or 4 episodes off of the DVR every night. And I usually go to sleep around maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. I just have a hard time falling asleep, so that kind of helped me go to sleep. I love the show. I love all the guys on the show. Zak Bagans is, of course, a hottie and wonderful to look at. Who would not want to have dreams about him at night? But unfortunately, I didn't have the kind of dream that most girls would want to have about him. So let me set up the scene for you. In this dream, it starts off pretty much how I spend every night. Me laying in bed watching Ghost Adventures. Well, the place that they're at is very dark, decrepit, nasty, dirt floors, mud on the walls. Just a nasty, not a nice place to be in. It almost looks like it's underground because there's no windows anywhere. There's no source of light coming in, no street light, moonlight, what have you, being able to penetrate into wherever it is that they're at. And I'm laying in bed and I'm watching. They're doing their investigation. Zach has his respirator on. They're just doing their normal routine. And as I'm watching it, I'm like, can feel myself almost being sucked into the location that they're at. Like I'm physically starting to, instead of being at home in my bed where it's safe, being there. And I can like feel the mud of the dirt floor underneath my feet. I can smell the earth around me. I can actually like physically touch them and touch the ground and touch the walls and everything that is around us. I can see, smell, and hear. They're not aware of my presence here, but I can, see them and interact with them and, fuck with them and be like, oh my God, what was that? And poke them, just side poke them. But anyway, as they're walking through, there's these I don't know how to describe it other than like there's this big rotunda area and then hallways that branch off. Now I know that they did an episode of a prison where there was a big rotunda and there was hallways that went off in every direction. So it was kind of like that. So if you've seen that episode, just imagine that in your head, but just dirt everywhere, dirt walls, dirt floor, no windows, no light coming in, complete utter darkness, like you are trapped under the ground. Now, as we're walking, each hallway, there's 6 hallways, 3 on this side and 3 on this side. And each one of them have caskets inside of them. And I don't mean like today's beautiful Mercedes-Benz style caskets that cost freaking more than, a house. I'm talking old, wooden, moldy, nasty, decrepit, falling apart, handmade caskets. Like just imagine a casket from the Old West, but that's been in the earth so long that the wood's basically rotted away. That's what they look like. And on the ground around these caskets are corpses. And these corpses are nasty and decaying, rotting away. The smell is putrid. Like it's just unbearable, the smell that is around us. And in between each casket, there's 6 caskets up along the wall. And in between each casket, there's a mirror. Each hallway is identical. So Zach starts mumbling about, I gotta put all the corpses back in the caskets. So he's like running down all these hallways, putting these corpses back inside each casket. And of course, Aaron's like, "What are you doing, man? Why are you fucking with them? You're desecrating their graves, man. What are you doing? That's bad vibes, man. Blah blah blah." And he just keeps running around doing this. And then, and of course, I'm running with him. I'm trying to keep up with him because I want to see what he's doing. And then he starts mumbling like some crazy like words, like saying, "Oh, I got to do the ritual now. I got to do the ritual." And they're like, "What ritual? What are you talking about?" He's like, "I got to do this ritual to make him come so that we can see him. I want to see what this is here." So he says like all these words, and he goes down each hallway and does the same thing. And I mean, in this dream, it just seems like everything is happening so fast. But in reality, if you were in a place like this would be taking hours. But he goes down each hallway, says this little chant that he says. And I couldn't even begin to tell you what he said because it was basically just nonsensical, incoherent babble. Like, it made no sense whatsoever. But he says it, and he looks at Aaron, and he's like, "Okay, now we got to go down each hallway and look directly in each mirror till we get to the sixth mirror in the sixth hallway past the sixth casket." Now, if you notice, there's a theme here with the letters, listen at me, the numbers 666, which y'all all know, everybody knows, that's the sign of the devil. But he's like, "Okay, we got to get to the sixth hallway, past the sixth coffin, and look in the sixth mirror." So they start heading that way, and of course he's like turning his camera, looking at each and every single mirror. Nothing's happening. There's nothing showing up either on any of their equipment, on his camera or from our visual point of view. Nothing's happening till we get to the sixth mirror in the sixth hallway, past the sixth casket. And he looks inside the mirror, and right here on this side of him is like just this funky looking demon like thing that has like an elongated face, 6-inch long fingers, blacked out eyes. And to be honest with you, the only visual I can give you is if you know who Keith Richards is from the Rolling Stones. That guy is old as dirt. He's done every drug under the sun and still managed to survive 2016. That's what this thing looked like. Just to help give you a reference point to imagine this, I'm going to insert a picture here. So take that face and then elongate it, and then put freaky fingers on it with black eyes. Yeah, that's what this thing looked like. And I'm standing there and I'm like, "Oh my God, Zach has a demon attached to him." And then as soon as I think that, or I say that, because keep in mind, they can't hear me, they can't see me. All I am is a presence there. As soon as I say that, Zach is like, "Oh my God, that's the demon that's been attached to me all my life. Ever since I was a kid, this demon has been with me." And I was like blown away. I was like, "Oh my God, you got a demon attached to you? That's creepy." But that's about where I woke up. Like, the dream had me so rattled and so shaken. I had a hard time falling asleep after that. I probably need to lay off the watching ghost adventures before I go to bed if it's going to cause me to have wild dreams like this. I think a lot of it contributed to the last one that I watched was about Dorothea Poinsettia, I think that's how you say her name, who was a serial killer, and she basically killed a bunch of people for their Social Security checks. So she was a nasty woman. There was 9 victims total. They were only able to find 7 of the 9, and it looks like there might have actually, if Ghost Adventures is true, there might have been 15 victims that some are still buried under the property. But yeah, maybe I should lay off of those at night. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for listening to another one of my insane, crazy dreams. I will be back with y'all the next time that I have one of those. Hopefully the next one I have will be a little bit more brighter and full of sunshine like the Lady Gaga one was. If you haven't watched that one, please go check it out. That is hilariously funny. Well, to me anyway. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thumbs up the video, like, comment, or thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe. Bye.